My name is B-Walk and welcome back to Cop Your Coin, where I show you how to cop your coin in the fastest growing market in world history. And once again, I'm gonna ask you to do three things, fam. I'm gonna ask you to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that alert button so that you know when fresh content is out from Cop Your Coin. Today's video, I'm going to talk about three other cryptocurrencies that are altcoins and what kind of to expect in the last couple of months coming up and what I'm expecting here going in 2019. The coins I'm going to talk about are ADA, Cardano, XLM, Stellarlumens, and finally EOS. Okay, so that's what I'm going to give a brief update, be a quick video, and we'll get right into it, starting with the technical analysis. All right, so what I'm going to do is look at coin market cap as we get started. As I said, I always look at coin market cap to kind of get a good explanation of kind of what the market is doing, starting off with the coins that we're looking at. The first one I'm going to look at is Cardano. As you see right here, it's trading at about 7 cents, maybe a little bit more, like 7 cents, maybe 8. The other one is also going to be talking about is Stellar, which is currently at 23 cents. And finally, EOS, which is at $5.39. As you can see, these are all top 10 currencies currently in the market. As listed by market cap, the current market cap is about 210 billion, which is very minuscule in the grand scheme of things. But again, it gives me an idea of what to expect. Once this market takes off, like I expect that it will in the next months and years, everybody's going to be wishing they got in when it was at 210 billion. It's probably going to be more like 1 to 2 trillion, but we'll see. Okay, so as I talked about it before, we jump right in here. We're going to talk about Cardano first. So here's the chart. Again, this is a daily chart on TradingView. And again, everything I talk about is going to be down in the description. So feel free to look at that, pause the video at any time. But you can have an idea. These are the trend lines that I've drawn. Here you get the purple lines, which are basically your supports and your resistance. As you can see, Cardano has been bouncing through here for some time. I had a trend line here because I was expecting it to possibly break out, which it did for a moment. But you see, it's still having a problem trying to get through this trend line at about 89 cents. Now, we were close to there on the 15th of October, which is just a few days ago, maybe about a week or so ago. However, we're not able to hold that, but pull back. But as you can see, it's steadily it's creating higher lows. That's always a positive sign. And I'm going to get to why I think that's going to be even more positive as we go down. Now, as you can see right here, this is the 200-day moving average, this blue line coming down right here. And this is going to be I believe, the spring if it doesn't happen before then. Why might it happen before then? Well, this particular article is a lot of times what you have when you have a price movement in a chart, you have fundamental news and technical analysis that come together, give you a correlation, and you see movement. And here we go. This is one that doesn't get any bigger. Cardano and ADA and the Coinbase listing, how Coinbase could affect ADA. Now, this has been in the news for a couple of months. It's been rumored that Cardano, along with the other two coins that I'm going to speak about, could be listed in Coinbase. Why is that important? Because Coinbase is the biggest exchange for retail investors. Retail investors, when I say that, is people like you and me, the common person. It's very easy to get involved. For those of you who are already in the cryptocurrency space, you already know what I mean. The exposure to that could be immense. What I really like about Cardano is that they don't spend a lot of energy promoting their coin. They just get to work. And if you follow my other videos, you know that I talk about how Cardano works on a roadmap. And basically they work on trying to solve solutions and getting peer review and setting up scaling up for interoperability, global payments, the likes, and trying to set up platforms for other developers to create on their blockchain. I love that they are focused on that, but they don't focus on hype and trying to say, hey, we're going to be the next biggest coin. And as you see, it's roughly a little bit more than 7 cents a coin right now. So it's a great risk versus reward ratio. Being listed on the Coinbase exchange could mean another 20 million investors are able to have access to that coin. A number of people don't go through the hoops that some of my more smart or more sharp, if I say more sharp investors that are in my audience right now who actually have a Binance account, went out and got Cardano, put that aside, put that in their smart wallet, whether it be their Daedalus or Yorubi, which is a mobile wallet, or steady waiting for that to be connected to a hardware wallet. But a number of people don't do that. So this is a great opportunity to get in on, again, like I said, the ground floor. The risk versus reward is 7 cents. You're talking about basically $100 gives you 1,000 coins plus. So to me, it's a great risk versus reward ratio. I have no doubt in my mind that Cardano will blast off. And this we just expedited. I think the exposure, I think it's a great project. It's my number one altcoin that I follow, next to XRP and Ethereum, and then obviously the big daddy Bitcoin. But I can see Cardano being a really game changer, a real game changer in the space for a number of reasons. So this article just basically goes on to list some of the reasons why they feel that Cardano is going to be listed on Coinbase. They make some really good points. I think that Coinbase will give some legitimacy to Cardano, and like I said, give some exposure to people to see what the project is. And like I said right here, and they even say it's already have a great odds of having a huge deal in 2019. And so combining that with the Coinbase listing could be explosive. So that's my number one. On to the number two, XLM. Okay, and as you can see, I have two trend lines for XLM, Stellarlumens, and this is a trend line here and a trend line here. And as you can see, it's been bouncing back and forth. And here's the 200-day moving average. Again, this is the purple lines that I've drawn. This is your support and your resistance. Now, right now, this actually has become, this previous resistance, as you can see back here, back in August, has now become support. And even though it fell down here and it bounced off this trend line, it came right back. And so here we are. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of days. Again, this is a coin that has some great opportunities here. It allows users to basically transfer funds to anyone else in the world without even having to touch in a cryptocurrency coin. You basically put your money in, Stellar does the work, and you get the money that the recipient gets the money in the fiat or the currency of their choice. You can't get any simpler than that. So it's going to be very interesting to see what this does going forward. Like I said, the key is, again, combining technical analysis with fundamental. Let's take a look at the fundamental. So this is why Stellarlumens could be the next coin listed on Coinbase. Again, another opportunity here for a currency that they don't do a lot of hype. Again, they're not doing a lot of hype. They're steady working on a solution, trying to be that go-to interoperability payment, global payment system on cryptocurrency. And like I said, to the point where you don't even have to touch it. And as you can refer to one of my previous videos when I talked about Stellar and how they actually are going about doing that. But here, this is again, they have listed some reasons why in this particular article, why this is a great potential for Coinbase to list them on their currency exchange. So here you go. As you see, Coinbase has close ties with Circle, and one of the coins offered in Circle is XLM. Enough said. That's a great point right here. Second point is based on what Coinbase have put out in their public releases about requirements to be listed on the platform. I say Stellar ticks the boxes, which it does. It's a coin that meets the criteria of a digital asset framework, and the quality of the project is part of the criteria, along with the liquidity, legal compliance, and token economy. Stellar is a solid project from that perspective. And then third, as a member of the Stellar board, is the president of the Y Combinator. Y Combinator owns 7% of Coinbase. The member, of course, is Samuel H. Altman. That's interesting. So again, this is an opportunity where Coinbase just recently listed ZRX. A friend of mine asked me about that, and that has certainly increased in exposure. But I don't think it was the strength of project that XLM was, nor is it the strength of project that ADA or Cardano is either as well. So this is another one that, again, is you have a confluence of events happening. You have the opportunity of the project that's already doing well. You have this possibility of being listed on Coinbase, and I showed you what the chart looks like. So that's another one to keep your eye on. Risk versus reward is very small, 24 cents per coin. That means you get 4 coins per dollar. It's pretty good, on like a quarter, and I think it could go much higher than that. Finally, I want to talk about EOS. Okay, so like I said, I want to talk about EOS as my final coin. And here you go, you got the trend line right here going up. Now I drew another trend line here. It broke through that, but as you see, it's still bouncing. Now I've kind of zoomed in here. EOS is currently, if you remember, is currently trading around 540. You have a support here about 450 and a resistance here of about 685. And it's been bouncing, but again, similar to Cardano and similar to XLM, it is making higher lows as it goes. This is a confluence of events. I think there's going to be an opportunity for this to move higher. I happen to know that a number of investors are really gearing up for this. Institutional investors are gearing up for EOS. They have been putting it back in their pockets, loading up on this. So as a retail investor, it behooves us to follow the axe. That's a term that's talked about in trading. When you're following what the whales are doing, be paying attention, because a lot of times they move markets. So finally, let's take a look at the fundamental of this. Here's a reason. Okay, so EOS price remains bearish even with the expansion of the EOS ecosystem. This is one that it is not rumored to be on Coinbase, but I think that it's going to be an opportunity because, again, it's one, like I said, that the axe is flying with this. The whales are moving with this one, and even though while the price action, as I showed you, the price action isn't the most bullish, it isn't bearish in my opinion, because like I said, you have an opportunity where you see if I drew another trend line right through here. Another wedge, there's a possible triangle pattern that's going to happen, and I think it's going to act as a spring and spring higher. Risk versus reward ratio isn't as great as the other two. That's why it's certainly my third. $5.40. That's not. I mean, obviously, $10 gets you 2 coins, $100 gets you 20 coins. So it's not a lot, but I would just accumulate because, like I said, this is a coin that is being accumulated. And at 540, it could easily go to 10, 20, 30, $40. We'll see. But I don't think anything's going to shoot to the moon automatically. You will miss it. But it's an opportunity right here to get in on the ground floor. Okay? So, question of the day. Out of the 3 coins I mentioned, which one are you looking to get in on? I already told you my favorite is Cardano. Is that yours? Maybe it's XLM. Or maybe there's something about EOS that you like. Something that you researched and want to talk about. If so, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll see you next time on Cop Your Coin.